Hello, everybody. You're listening to Santa Cruz's hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS. It is the Gazette Radio Hour that comes to you every Friday at 2 o'clock.
Just with John, not Doug. You're fired, Doug.
Why?
Yeah, you know why. So, all right, we have...
Look at the guest he just pulled. Look at the guest he just pulled.
Oh, the station manager.
Station manager Kyle Jennings is in to talk. We're talking the fight.
Yeah.
What fight?
Dortmund and American Sheik. Sorry, I was talking Kentucky Derby. Are we doing that too?
I don't know anything about the Kentucky Derby. Because you know why? Because it's not the 1920s.
Give me your money and I will bet it for you.
Okay, there's the thing right there. The Kentucky Derby and boxing are both two huge things happening in those sports that really nobody cares about anymore. You know, those two sports. Those are two dying sports.
Well, if they don't care about boxing, it's sure getting a lot of coverage and hype.
Oh, man, it's getting crazy
$100.
hype.
I know. $100 for pay-per-view for Pacquiao Mayweather.
That's crazy.
Or is it Mayweather Pacquiao?
Here's the thing about it. The thing that upsets me most about it is...
you weren't invited to a party to go watch it?
Well, that's a separate issue.
We can rectify that. You need an invite.
Mayweather is saying that he's greater than Muhammad Ali, which is insane. And they're like, oh, he's going to be 47-0, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, that's great, but he fights once every 9 months.
He's also complaining about the size of Pacquiao's cup.
Yeah. What's that all about?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's a separate thing. There's plenty of jokes there. But and then the second thing is, this should be the third time they're fighting.
It should be, but...
I don't think they should. This, it should have happened. And as much coverage as this is getting... it kind of disappoints me as a sports fan because it really I don't want to say it could have saved the sport, but it would have gotten way more coverage than because UFC is just rolling over.
We can get into that.
They're getting rolled over, and it's like it's just kind of disappointing because they could have resurrected the sport. Pacquiao's not in his prime anymore.
No,
and for people to say that he is,
neither is Mayweather.
And that's another thing.
And so what you're saying, because I don't know, I don't follow the sport that closely. What you're saying is the attraction is because they've never fought each other, and people have wanted them to forever.
It's two of the best pound for pound fighters,
even though they're past their prime.
Even today, past their prime.
Yes,
that's I'm going to interrupt because that's mostly name recognition. Okay, they were at one point. Probably the two best fighters pound for pound.
So you're saying there's better fighters out there today?
I think there's better fighters out there today. Whether they could beat them or not, I don't know. Okay, it's still kind of up in the air. But the interesting thing is, everybody's going to, it's a great fight, it's a great fight. Well, one of the things I always learned is styles make fights.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you go back to some of the Alexis Arguello and Aaron Pryor fights, the fights that everybody, if you paid any attention to fighting at all, or boxing at all, you look at these fights, and they were sluggers, and I'll stand here and hit you, and you'll stand there and hit me, and it'll go on for 8 rounds, and we'll see who wins.
Yeah. Whoever falls down first isn't going to get
Mayweather is an obnoxious, annoying opponent.
Yep.
And if you start to hit him, he's going to hold you. If he sees the punch coming, he's going to duck out of the way and run away, and he's going to frustrate Pacquiao, who's not a great boxer, per se. He's a good fighter, but he's not a great boxer. And I think it's going to be points, and everybody's going to come away going, eh.
There's going to be a weird thing that happened. There is a weird thing that's happening in that I want to say, I think, from my perspective, 85, even maybe 90% of people are rooting for Pacquiao.
Yeah.
But I think people are going, but he's probably going to lose. And 5 years ago, they would have been like, this is the most evenly matched boxing thing that's ever happened, you know? And so that's why I kind of, it's losing its thing. I'm not horribly interested in seeing the fight. But
as a millennial, you're not really interested in the fight, are you?
No. I don't know about as a millennial. I think it's just as a disappointed sports fan, I'm kind of.
But is it just because you're an MMA fan?
I'm not an MMA fan. I'm not a UFC fan. No, but I think this could have. And again,
Were you a boxing fan at any point?
No, I wasn't. I was just looking at it from that perspective.
Why'd we have him on?
Because you did this. See,
I thought we were talking Dodgers.
You booked guests today. All right, we can talk Dodgers. But the Dodgers been in a good fight recently.
No, but tonight they're playing the Diamondbacks, so make sure you listen. Yeah, they're probably going to be.
Where would we listen to that game?
On AM-1220 KHTS, your hometown station.
Do I get bonus points for that?
Maybe, something like that. But no, I don't know. As a sports fan, I'm just kind of disappointed. I don't like to see sports struggle. Maybe I'm just a nice guy.
Well, I also think that you're kind of. I mean, I don't know whether I would classify horse racing as a dying sport.
See, but in terms of coverage, though, it's crazy.
But they only have the Triple Crown.
Yeah.
What other coverage are you going to get? You get the Triple Crown and the Breeders' Cup, and you still get stuff for the breeders. You still get millions plus.
I do love giant hats, so I'm a big fan of. Yeah,
you'll love the Kentucky Derby.
I know.
And today with the run for the Lilies.
Ooh.
It was the Kentucky Stakes.
Are you going to bet on the ponies?
I'm going to bet.
Oh, what are we betting on? I don't know anything about.
All right, okay. Here's the.
I know the funny names.
You can
Seabiscuit.
Just give me, just both of you. Give me $20, and maybe we'll win. How's that?
What?
What
Win, lose, or show. That's all I know about.
Win, place, or
Hey,
show.
Kyle.
See, I don't know.
Kyle, are you able to stay over the break?
Sure, for you, pal.
I thought he was asking you for a sleepover.
Did you?
I didn't get invited for the sleepover.
Either way,
for the fight.
I'm good either way.
Did you watch the draft?
No, because I don't want to be part of the problem.
Did you read about the draft?
A little bit.
Will you be able to carry on a conversation about the draft?
Okay. Of course.
Is it drafting here? All right. Oh, jeez. When will this end? Probably right now. All right. You're listening to Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station. Maybe we'll be back.
Unless ownership kicks us out. Welcome back, everybody, to the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. It's the radio digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette and Free Classifieds on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station.
Yeah, that's right. We were talking the draft without you, Doug.
Yeah, I could tell.
All right. So.
I'm trying to do the intro, and you guys are talking in the background.
Well, because we're...
I blame Peter. You turned on our microphone.
I had it on.
Well, so nobody could hear it.
So the draft, I tried to watch it. It was a little boring. Did anybody agree with me?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't try and watch it, though.
I didn't try to watch it. I was watching the Capitals game.
Go, Caps, go.
My team, the Arizona Cardinals, I wanted a running back desperately, and we drafted an offensive lineman.
Adrian Peterson.
You're getting Adrian Peterson.
When?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Probably. It depends on when they cut him. The salary cap ramifications.
Really?
Yeah. They may.
So, John, who did your team
offensive
draft?
Lineman?
Same as mine?
Lineman. I'm happy with it.
Kyle?
I got Amari Cooper.
Who's that?
You preferred Leonard Williams? Defense?
No, defense is pretty good. You got Khalil Mack.
I mean, if he turns into, I don't know.
That's what I don't like about the draft.
They're comparing him to the guy in Indianapolis, Marvin Harrison. Okay,
it's kind of like
if you got a young quarterback. That was your need. That was a.
Oh no! Absolutely. It's just that's what I don't like about the draft though. Is one, if you're a Raiders fan, you don't like the draft.
Are still
and hashtag Jamarcus Russell. Hashtag Harris Bay. Yeah.
Hey, Harris David Bay.
Yeah.
You know where he went to school?
Yeah. Where'd he go?
University of Maryland.
Oh, he was fast.
Kyle, let me ask you a question a little bit off the subject. There's much talk about the Raiders and the Chargers coming to L.A. Would you like your Raiders?
As a sports fan,
would you like your Raiders to be here?
As a sports fan, I would love to see the Raiders in Los Angeles. As a father and a family man, I would not like to see the Raiders in Los Angeles. But I'd be okay.
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, what, you're afraid you're going to have to lock up your daughters and your wives?
Oh, give me a break. You mean to tell me that there's no bad things that could happen with the Raiders moving to Los Angeles?
Do you know how much tickets are going to be for a Raiders? You're going to have to buy the
It doesn't matter. It's not about the people in the stadium. It's about the fans wearing Raiders gear. That's what it's about.
Oh yeah, I really hate when they wear Raiders gear. I prefer they wear
I remember in 6th grade I got in trouble because I wore a Raiders hat to school, okay? Because of gang affiliations.
Wow.
Okay? So
okay, never mind.
Wait a minute. Aren't gang affiliations? I mean, you could be you could wear the Dodgers.
I'm just letting you know.
The Angels, which are
you
red.
heard my piece.
All right. Let's change subjects,
but
gentlemen.
I think I don't know about. I've heard they're moving to like St. Louis. There's whisperings of the Raiders going to St. Louis and the Rams coming back to Los Angeles.
I haven't heard of that one.
Weird.
I've heard the stadium
weird.
in Carson that's supposed to house the Raiders and the Chargers.
Yeah. So
what happened to Inglewood? I missed
that's still happening.
Yeah, that one's
cool.
One's in the mix too.
And then we could have one downtown too. We could have 3 football stadiums for no teams. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I want to change subjects, gentlemen. The NBA playoffs. Anybody see that Clippers-Spurs game last night?
Believe it. I honestly could not believe that the Clippers won that game.
Yeah.
I thought they were dead in the water.
I was watching the Capitals game.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
They won.
Blake Griffin has been playing out of his mind this series.
So is Braden Holtby. Don't know who that is, do you?
Alex Ovechkin? That's the only...
you can't even say his name.
No, I can't.
He's failing his audition as our new sports guy, by the way, in case you're wondering. Ovechkin?
Anyway, the home teams have been losing, so now we have Game 7 tomorrow night here in L.A.
Yeah.
Are the Spurs going to pull it out?
Game 7s are crazy.
Wait a minute, Game 7 tomorrow night?
Yes.
Yeah.
In addition to the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
In addition to...
Is it tomorrow night or is it in the afternoon? It's got to be in the afternoon.
I think
good. It's going up against the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah. Come on. Let's be real.
I'm not sure. I think it's in the evening.
Can't we talk Dodgers now?
Either way.
Anyway,
I'm excited for the Clippers. I think that series, it's too bad that this was a first-round series because these two teams are really, really great teams. Yeah. And I hope they beat the Houston Rockets, because the Houston Rockets with Dwight Howard and all that, they're just a whiner team. And I know the Clippers whine too, but I'm rooting for either of these teams to beat Houston. So,
yeah, no, okay. Let's talk baseball now. You know who's not going to set an attendance record this year?
That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
Baltimore game. The Orioles. The funny thing is everybody goes, "Oh, isn't it nice? The Angeloses." They came out. They made a really nice statement about why they're doing this and save the town. And you can read that. You can find it online, I'm sure. And then somebody posted, "Yes, and they've decided that they're going to pay all the vendors their full salary." And I'm going, "Oh, wait a minute. These are the idiots who won't spend on a good first baseman no matter what. Oh my God, I can't believe they're going to do this." And then of course, that statement, that report was false. They're not going to buy any. They're not
no way. Yeah,
exactly.
No way.
I'm like, those are the Angelos.
That's who I felt bad for. That's who I felt bad for in this situation. Is all those people that have bills to pay and they couldn't work.
If I'm a season ticket holder, I want my money back.
Yeah. I loved how they let them like gather right outside the stadium though. I was like, guys, you didn't want them to go crazy in the stadium.
Yeah, they were worried about their safety.
They were more concerned about the use of manpower. I mean, I get it. It makes sense.
I see. Yeah.
I think changing the series, because now they're playing in Tampa Bay. It's a home game in Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay is too afraid to come to Baltimore.
Yeah, that's weird.
How are the Dodgers? Does anybody care?
I care a lot.
I'm honestly excited about the Dodgers. I was kind of skeptical at first, but that Alex Guerrero kid's giving me hope. Their injuries. The thing I like about injuries happening at the beginning of the season is that they won't be there at the end of the season.
Kyle, do you think Guerrero should replace Uribe at third?
Uribe's been hitting really well the last few
lately,
games.
Yeah.
So, and defensively,
my biggest concern is the pitching. Our starting pitching is my concern.
Yeah.
After you get past Kershaw.
Well, once Ryu comes back, he'll be okay. But the 4 and 5 spot in the rotation is a big issue.
And all right, middle relief.
Thanks for the sports smorgasbord, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Don't we have more stuff to talk about?
Yeah, but we're out of time.
No, we're not. It's a station manager.
I failed.
We can do whatever we want. So how's life with you, Kyle?
Yeah, no, things are good.
All right, fine, we'll leave. We don't really have to leave. Peter.
All right, so let's pick the winner of the fight tomorrow night. Quick.
Mayweather.
But I'm rooting for Pacquiao.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, Mayweather.
All right, see you next week, folks.
All right. Thank you for listening to the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Cruz, hometown station. Later.